Welcome to the Elite Podcast Network, home of the #1 independent wrestling coverage, available on iTunes, Stitcher, blogtalk Radio, and wherever you get your podcasts from. Follow us on Twitter at Elite Podcast Net and join the revolution now.
Welcome back, boys and girls, children of all ages, and this is the Elite Podcast Network. You're listening to Wrestling Has Radio. I am Skits, and I'm joined here with my co-hosts. We got Tom and Oscar, and also joining us from WWP, my boy, Mr. Matt. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, guys?
All I can say is right from the get-go, and we talked about this before we went on the air, there will be no Hulkamania talk on WH Radio tonight. Y'all can suck it.
I got one word for Hulk Hogan. No, I got two words for Hogan. Fuck you. All right.
I kind of want to do a rant, but oh well.
For what?
It is not even worth it at this point anymore. Fuck him.
It's already been played out. Like,
So
Twitter
what?
played it out this weekend.
The Iron Sheik said it best, and he's been saying it for years. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
I'm going to tell you what he been saying. Fucking bullshit.
You have a soundbite for
that. That sounds kind of gay.
Fucking bullshit!
There we go.
All
right, let's get to the show, guys. Let's not waste time.
Anyways, let's get to... You know what? Monday Night RAW was popping tonight. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That shit was on point.
Yeah, it actually was. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't expect it to be good. Usually the Raws after PWG shows suck, but yeah, this is actually pretty good.
I know the big note. I know the big note coming out of Raw was John Cena with the broken nose, but I just saw a tweet that says, "Hey, John Cena, that was a great match and broken nose, but Kevin Owens had the best broken nose of all time."
Yeah.
See, and it's also because Seth Rollins was at PWG over the weekend, so he told all the guys at Raw to step it up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy that Rollins was at PWG. I was very surprised to see that.
Yeah, and I actually had a conversation with him. That's pretty cool, though.
What you guys talk about?
No, he tried not to conversate. He just said, okay, this is what happened. I was standing right next to him.
Oscar, were you being a fat-ass mark on Friday?
No, I was saying, hey, what's going on, man? He's like, what's going on? He didn't even look at me. He just looked on his phone, or he looked at the match.
I wouldn't.
And he just tried not to conversate with me.
Oscar, bruh.
Stop being a fan, bro.
Bruh.
Stop it.
I need a bro fucking soundboard at the moment. I didn't see you sit down the whole fucking show once we found out.
Wait a minute. Is that the same? Wait a minute. Is that the same shitty seat that you couldn't sing for me? You don't have the balls to say, hey, I got a friend that's coming in.
You had a seat right there.
God.
Hold on. That's not true. Let me tell you this.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
If I get this guy to call up right now, they got him a seat and he still didn't want to sit there. That's on him. But it is what it is. I'm not about to argue about that. So let's get on to some real shit, some real talk. Because he actually had a seat, but he didn't want him to sit down. It's all good. But
FAM, bro. Fat ass mark.
Let's go ahead and talk about Monday Night RAW tonight. Hey,
go ahead.
They saved you a seat too. Greg Mexico, he got you a seat. Shout out to Greg. But let's get into Raw tonight. Started off very slow. Dean Ambrose versus Big Show.
No. It started off with a big announcement, man.
If you want to talk about that, go for it. Take over.
All right. Well, you heard the rumors over the weekend that SummerSlam was going to go to 4 hours. Well, Triple H pretty much confirmed it. He said this SummerSlam is going to be the biggest of all SummerSlams, even the one that, like, 6 of them were here in L.A. So he decided to make it a 4-hour event. So it's the first time in history, SummerSlam history, this event is going to go 4 hours. So they're trying to make it almost like a WrestleMania type thing.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through it. Like, a 3-hour pay-per-view is, like, tough enough, but 4 hours, like,
and not to put in that, like, half of that fucking show is going to be concerts and build-up and fucking all that shit anyways. It's, oh, man, I'm dreading it, to be honest, but hopefully it's a good show.
You know what? I want to go ahead and comment because a lot of people were talking shit about Mania being so long, but Mania ended up being good this past year, I thought.
Yeah.
You're right. You're 100% correct about that.
Yeah,
but that's Mania. Like, that's different. Mania is different.
And also, what was also announced tonight, they're going to have a lot of stuff. They're going to have a NXT basically Q&A type of thing going on. So that's going to be going on. Seth Rollins is actually part of that, and Triple H too. Also,
yeah,
they're going to have...
basically, they got, you know, signings and all that stuff and panels. It's like when they have it here in LA, you know, and they have all these panels.
I'm not sitting. I can tell you one thing. I'm not sitting there paying fucking $150 to meet Sting. I don't care how much, how big of a star this guy is, man. I'm sorry. You sit in the corner, Sting.
But you know those type of people that would, and it's like you saw the videos of the Comic-Con and people like sitting there like drooling just to ask like a question, and you see those guys, well, listen, Kevin Steen. Oh, I mean Kevin Owens. It's like it's a bunch of marks. Like,
you sound like Oscar over there, standing over by Seth Rollins.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
I didn't do
Matt.
it to myself. I didn't take a picture of the man. What do you want to take a picture?
All right, man. Okay, Matt. Oh God, I just imagine Matt. At least I'm not gonna get mad when he gets both shots at me. So when you come into town, please.
Why? Hold on. Don't put me in this. That's between y'all two. Don't put Skits
I know,
in this.
but at least I don't get.
That's an Oscar Mayer situation.
Ladies.
I would just say the last time we threw shots, you got butthurt after the show. But let's move on.
Let's move on. I mean, like I said, the SummerSlam thing, if they're going to make this 4 hours, like Matt said, there's going to be musical guests, and 99% of the time, WWE musical guests are absolute shit.
Yeah.
Florida Georgia Line, enough said.
Oh, my freaking Florida Georgia Line, Flo Rida, Machine Gun Kelly, P. Diddy, like all these shitty artists.
I'm down with Wiz.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't even name the artists that probably Skits can even name them because he looks like he listens to their music.
What?
The fat black dude, I forgot his name. He looked like an alien. I forgot his name. He performed at SummerSlam when I was there. I went to the bathroom when he performed.
E.T.?
And, huh?
You said an alien. I'm assuming it has to be E.T.
He's talking about Kid Ink.
No, not
Kid Ink looks like Dead Mouse?
No, that one dude. You make me crazy. That dude.
Oh, fuking, I can't think of this. Why are we wasting time on this? Let's just
we're just talking about performances and shit, which I usually would go to the bathroom for, but well.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to some actual Raw talk about the matches and shit that happened tonight. A lot of first time stuff happened tonight, but let's start off. I didn't know this was a first time thing. I thought this actually happened on SmackDown or some shit. Maybe I'm tripping. Dean Ambrose and Big Show actually had a match, and
this was first time ever. Like seriously?
That's what they said. I don't know. Maybe it is the first time. Maybe it's usually him and Kane.
Dude, I'm with you. Like I'm tripping, man. I totally did not realize this was first time ever. I thought this has been done like 20,000 times, like before Big Shame.
Yeah, maybe that's Roman Reigns that we're mistaken him of. But
maybe.
Dean Ambrose and Big Show, it was a via count out. Big Show got the W. They made Dean Ambrose like a straight bum. I don't even want to talk about this match. I want to talk about Dean Ambrose. What the fuck has happened to Dean Ambrose? He is on the bottom of the totem. I rather see Miz right now. Miz is I'm more interested in seeing what Miz is gonna do right now than Dean Ambrose. And
you know what?
Dean Ambrose is like one of my guys.
Yeah, I know. You know what's scaring me? There's all these rumors that, there might play an injury angle, which he could be replaced by Sting. That's scaring me. And I thought like a few months or maybe a month ago around this time that I thought that he was going to be maybe a winner of the Rumble, but it just seems like they can't find something for him. And they just put him in this feud with Dean Roman Reigns and the Wyatt family. But
especially with all these rumors regarding the return of Leo Kruger or Bo Dallas to join the Wyatt family, and it hasn't happened. It's kind of leading me to believe that this whole injury angle with Ambrose is going to end up happening, and it kind of pisses me off. Like, ever since like the breakup of the Shield, you've seen Roman Reigns do his own thing. You've seen Seth Rollins do his own thing. We all thought Dean Ambrose was going to be the star of the Shield. I think. I don't think. Honestly, I think Ambrose stood out.
I just want to throw this out there real quick. The last time Dean Ambrose was relevant in the company was when he was feuding with Seth. That's it.
And even then, like, they just randomly threw him in that pay-per-view match after he lost like the past like a year of pay-per-view matches, so nobody really gave a shit anyways.
And it comes back down to WWE not putting faith in a lot of these guys. Seth Rollins, I think, is really the only exception. Other than that, WWE seems to be so hesitant on putting guys into the main event scene and keeping them there and keeping them relevant.
Would you even say that?
Reports coming out over the weekend that a lot of higher-ups aren't, too high on Kevin Owens and Cesaro and guys like that, guys that, like, people want to see, and they're just so hesitant to put them in the main event scene and make them top guys. Instead, they kind of have, I'd say, created this upper mid-card thing where they try to make them look like they're a big deal, but they won't push them to the next level. And it's frustrating.
The thing is too, like, with the whole Cena situation, can you even say that Seth Rollins has really gotten the chance to shine? Like, throughout his whole title reign, he's just looked like a piece of shit, and then being beat by the United States champion clean? Like, what does that do for Rollins, really?
So, you know what? You make a great point there, too, because the only thing Seth has done since he became champ, I love Seth, and everybody knows that, but besides him having that triple threat with Cena and Brock,
he wasn't even champ at the time either. Like, that just shows, like, his title reign's been ass.
And also, after he cashed it in, all he's been doing is feud with Dean Ambrose. And now, you got John Cena coming around, and Brock Lesnar thing was a waste. It's really nothing that he's done, to be honest with you. I can't even, you know what? Can somebody refresh my memory? Who have been in the guys that have went after the title besides Dean?
They did a triple threat match, didn't they? With Roman and Orton. Wasn't that a thing?
It was a fatal four-way. It was a fatal four-way between Seth, Dean, Roman, and Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar.
That's about it.
I'm still, like, shaking my head at that Battleground finish, too. Like, I stand to my statement. Like, Undertaker ruining a main event is okay, but Big Show doing it is, like, blasphemy. Like, that was the fucking worst thing you could have done for Seth Rollins. I don't care if he walked out of Battleground with this championship. You made him look like a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, and that it's WWE's problem again because Seth is made out to be the typical chicken shit heel, and I mentioned this last week because that's been the prototypical heel in wrestling history, the chicken shit that cheats and runs away, for most of the stuff. But when the big time matches come, normally those heels go over and they get the win to make them look legitimate and not look like a complete joke. Instead, they're doing the complete opposite. They're making him look like a chicken shit, and then he loses like a chicken shit, and it's just all these countouts and disqualifications and interference, and it gets to the point where you're like, like, we don't want to see this guy as champion anymore. But in the sense, not that he is a heel, in the sense it's just like, what's the point of him being champion? And it's a shame because Rollins has been busting his ass, and he's been.
It almost reminds me of early signs of CM Punk's title reign, when like he was just not main eventing. He was in the background the whole time. They had Cena and Rock going on. They had bigger stuff going on, and they just shitted on Rollins the entire time. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know about you guys.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I still say he's going to be champion for a little bit more longer. I was telling Skits over the weekend about Undertaker. Like he's going to be showing up in Mexico in October, and I was thinking it's possible we might see Undertaker at Hell in a Cell, and he might have a match with Rollins. I mean, I still think Rollins can still keep the title after SummerSlam.
If you guys think Cena isn't going over at SummerSlam, you guys are insane.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I say that just because it's going to give Cena his 16th title reign to tie Flair, and that's what this has been all about.
I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think so.
I don't even know at this point. It comes to the point where I'm just scared. Like I shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't be going into a pay-per-view thinking, Jesus Christ, Cena's going to win again and build the momentum for this guy. That shouldn't happen. It should be. It's either or, either way it could happen, but I don't know.
You know what? I swear, if Rollins does win, soon as freaking Matt comes to LA, I'm gonna do some old school John Cena to him. I'm gonna buy some corn nuts and I'll be like, here, now you can choke on these nuts.
What's this guy making gay references always on the show, man? Like, come on.
That's just, I
feel like
that's
I'm
the
talking
thing.
to my brother.
I swear, I don't know.
Are corn nuts even still around? I thought corn nuts went out in like 2005.
No, they're still around, bro. I don't know where.
Anyways,
they're as relevant as Oscar is.
Corn nuts, bullshit. Let's keep going. Tonight on Raw, Neville action against Fandango, and the W Neville basically jobbed him. But let's talk about Stardust. Cause I actually enjoy, I don't know, something about Cody Rhodes, with him doing this Stardust character, it well. I'm the only one that.
Am
I the only one? Okay, I was just about to come in here and say, am I the only one that hears that?
Okay, hold on. Let me explain. Okay, basically, after the match, if y'all saw SmackDown, and then they pretty much did it again, but you keep going in and out. Just like how you like in and out. But anyways,
Skits a shitty phone returns. No, he's on Xbox.
Okay. But basically what Skits was trying to say is that after Neville beat Fandango, Stardust came out in the Titantron and, doing his little super villain thing, and it's basically he ripped out the magazine, which just has Stephen Mahal as the Arrow. He just ripped it out and basically telling Neville he wants him to be his hero. So basically just, mumble jumble, Neville's the hero type thing, and basically we all know where this is going. It's going to be somehow a match involved somehow with Neville, Stardust, and the Arrow, you can say, for SummerSlam. This is all, you see all the comic book theme, all that shit. It's basically, this is what it is. That's where it's leading to.
And why does Neville and Stardust, a.k.a. Cody Rhodes, obviously, have to be used in this stupid fucking manner? And we want to talk about wastes. What the fuck has Adrian Neville done since coming onto the main roster? Absolutely nothing.
He had a couple of matches with John Cena.
Down to he becomes another guy, and WWE knows that.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me cut you off. Why we have to rant on shit that we know that's not going on? Why we can't just fucking talk about the show? I mean, why we have to rant? And we already know what's going on. We know he's down low on the mid card. Why do we have to rant about it?
Oh, I mean, we don't have to rant about it. It just, I don't know. Like I said, Neville, has fallen into, like I said earlier, the trap where WWE knows it's another guy, and they know they can put him out here, and he does all his moves, and it'll get a good pop from the crowd, but they don't see enough to push him up the card. But this whole, I like the whole Stardust thing tonight. I like the Dusty mention when he said, heroes dying with kings and queens. I thought he was going to keep going with that, so I like that little mention. And if it's another kind of mid-card, lower-card feud between Stardust and Neville, I'm fine with it. At least it's somewhat of a feud going forward, and it wasn't just randomly thrown like on the SummerSlam card like they would have done in the past. At least they're kind of building it up. So maybe I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
I guess, aside from the ranting part, I will agree and say that at least they're taking time in building up the feud.
Yeah, and about Neville, I think it's still too early to say, push him up. I'm fine where he is right now. He's still putting good matches. I believe tonight's match with Von Douglas wasn't that great, but he could go against guys like John Cena and Randy Orton at any time. He could still show up. But I'm fine where he is right now. I have no problem.
Do you realistically think that a guy that's feuding with Stardust and is on Superstars every week is going to end up feuding with John Cena or Randy Orton at any point? Let's honestly.
Do we need to see that now?
Let
me
back up Oscar real quick. I kind of see what Oscar's talking about. Where else do we want him? Look at all the dogs that are on the roster. You think he's going to just fly certain guys? Well, he has to work his way up. He'll just like.
But then why debut the guys in such a high fashion if you're just going to have them sink down after? It just makes no sense.
Well,
why not have them build up to that high fashion?
They already got storylines. They have a storyline with him right now. Just like Tom said, they're actually giving them time.
I agree with that, but my thing was, why debut him in this big fashion against Cena? Why give him all these big matches for a couple weeks just to downgrade him to a mid-card level? Why not have him come from that mid-card level to the John Cena and the Randy Orton level?
I think it was I think he debuted against Cena and had a couple big matches just to kind of introduce him to the new fans. Because if you would have thrown him out there against Fandango or, one of the lower level guys, it wouldn't have had the same reaction, but you put them out there immediately against one of the top guys and people are like, man, this guy's good. Look at all like I said, the crowd always pops for the Red Arrow, and it's all the crowd's always going to pop for the Red Arrow throughout.
I guess there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Say what?
I said, I guess there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Yeah, and like I said, that's been WWE's protocol, I think, for so long, is just that they know what I like to think that they know what they have with Neville because, they're putting them out there, they're letting him do his stuff. They know that he's going to get a good pop from the crowd, but there's nothing for him right now. Maybe that's it, and I think maybe that's the case with a lot of guys. And that's something that a lot of fans really don't think about because there's so many fans that are like, all right, push Cesaro, push Dean Ambrose, push Kevin Owens, Neville. You can't push all these guys at the same time because it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You have to do it at different points. I'm just playing devil's advocate in that sense.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you just said there. Sometimes I don't understand the way, I still stand by what I said about Kevin Owens. I don't understand it, and it is what it is.
Well, basically, you should be happy that, guys like
at least they're
Kevin
getting time, right? Like I said, pros and cons.
Hey, but you guys should be happy that, Neville and guys like Kevin Owens and Cesaro basically are going to have matches at SummerSlam, the second biggest pay-per-view in WWE. So, hey,
and you know what?
And at least they're actually treating that like it.
Because I like to think of ourselves as more hardcore fans than the typical casual fan. If you would have told us a year ago or 2 years ago that Kevin Owens would have been in WWE in the main roster with 6 months being in the company, we would be all for it because we want to see these indie guys get up to WWE and make money. And I think that's what it comes down to. So, Kevin Owens he's probably making good money. He's being featured every week on Raw and on SmackDown. So he's still being featured pretty highly. He's not going for the title, but he's, like I said, this is a guy that nobody ever thought would make it to WWE, and look where he is. And I think sometimes people forget about that.
And like Oscar said, with SummerSlam being the second biggest pay-per-view, at least they're treating it like it now, right?
Yeah. And another thing, we don't have to worry that Stardust is going to end up wrestling the Arrow. He looks like he's going to wrestle Neville with the Arrow on his corner. So that's where it looks like he's going. So we don't have to worry about all that.
I get
all right, guys.
Arrow.
I know we kind of got subject for a minute. Let's keep it moving real quick. Tonight, I this match, so I'm going to let somebody else go ahead and take this one over. But Sasha Banks, I'm going to go back and watch that shit later tonight. I know these girls.
You really missed this shit?
Yeah, something over here. I missed that match. So you can go ahead and.
What a good match between both Paige and Sasha Banks, and it went off for a while. I mean, surprisingly, it's like
the girls been going over 5 minutes lately.
Yeah, no, this is way more. They at least went at least over 10 minutes, I believe, or it could be 15. But this match was pretty long, and so okay, this is one problem. I still have a problem with Sasha Banks on this. She is still. Clearly, you can still see her fucking telling Paige what the hell she's gonna do. You can see it clear. I mean, can you at least move, like, cover your face with your hair or something?
And this is where we enter. You talk too much. You never shut up.
Yeah, during the match, you're talking too much. So at least you have long hair. Cover your face or something, or know where the camera angles are. Come on.
I was going to say, camera angles play a big role, too.
Yeah. I mean, she should know that shit. Even with NXT, I hear interviews from, like, Finn Balor and them, they need to know where the camera angles are going. Did she learn all of that?
Does she do that? Hold on, question. Does she do that in NXT? If not, because I guess she's used to the NXT angle.
You can edit it. NXT is not live. You can edit all that stuff.
Well, on the live shows, like the takeover specials.
It seems like they don't really edit shit, though, when it comes to NXT.
And I think I think one of the things is when you make that transition from NXT to the main roster, especially with what's going on with the Divas, there's, I think, a lot more pressure put on. So when they're in their, because I think if they would have just planned it out beforehand and planned every single little thing, we wouldn't have seen that. So obviously they're, changing things up based on crowd reaction, based on how the match is going. But it's kind of unexcusable. Like you can't be talking that loud. And, obviously the main person that's been doing this for years is Cena, and he's still freaking doing it. But hopefully they can, get that under control. But the match tonight, it was good. I like that they threw out Charlotte and Becky Lynch and Naomi and Tamina, and just kind of let Paige and Sasha Banks, like, do their thing.
Yeah.
So that was good.
It's not a job, Tom. Sorry to cut you off, but does it feel like Sasha Banks has, like, fucking, like, 100 moves, like submission moves and different type of moves she's doing?
I personally think she's going to go down as one of the best divas of all time. She has a lot of potential, man. WWE has, like, a money grabber with her.
And you have to think that I think out of every diva on the roster, she's the most versatile because she can go into the ring. I think she's the most charismatic. She plays the heel role so well, and she cuts great promos, whereas Charlotte and Becky Lynch, they're okay, but they're just not on the level of Sasha Banks. And,
not those there about Paige. I mean, not Paige, but Sasha. Because I worked the house show this weekend, and before, like, the show started, they showed Sasha Banks' little video, the one that they showed during the commercial, talking about she's the best divas in NXT and she's a champ and all that. They showed that video. They're pushing her so hard, it's ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
I think she's getting pushed more than Charlotte and fucking Becky Lynch.
And the good thing about
there's a
this
reason
is that,
for it, though. She's the NXT Women's Champion. Of course, that's going to be the case.
and the good thing about this was, like I said last week, which what I feared about her, but it's not going to happen. They're not putting Snoop Dogg to put her over. That's good.
I didn't see that coming one bit.
I'm glad you kind of
I don't even
that
know
up,
why.
too.
I don't know why. Thought about that because I don't think they would have did that. Brought that up in NXT.
I'm kind of with Oscar on that one. They go out of their way to fucking use celebrities to put people over when they're related. Like, look with Rock and Roman Reigns. We've seen it in the past as well. I mean, that kind of surprises me. I'm kind of surprised we haven't. I'm kind of surprised we haven't. Flair with fucking Charlotte on Charlotte. I was gonna say we haven't seen Flair with Charlotte though on the main roster yet.
Yeah, but they're all. If you notice, they seem to come in the main roster. Freaking Michael Cole and Saxon and JBL are like, oh yeah, she is the daughter of Ric Flair. The daughter of Ric Flair. Yes, she's the daughter of Ric Flair. You're gonna be hearing.
It doesn't help that everybody keeps bullying and shit every time she's around.
They're not saying.
Hey, I want to also put over the girls for doing that segment in the backstage too before the match. That was pretty good too. The one with basically. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, back to the match. I'm surprised to give Sasha the win, but yeah, she made Paige tap out to her finisher. So it was a great match.
Paige hasn't really been doing anything lately. She's been putting people over. It seems like that to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, if she technically wanted this revolution, I mean, she got it.
Yeah.
But
since
back
we're
to what I was
on
saying
the
about
topic,
that.
I was going to say, since we're on the topic, we might as well talk about the tag team match that happened since we're on the Divas. You know, Charlotte and Becky Lynch taking on Nikki Bella and Alicia Fox. And I thought it wasn't as good as that, but I like that Becky Lynch got the hot tag, which means, like, you know, usually you would do Charlotte that gets the hot tag and she comes in and does her whole thing, but they're actually so far making Becky Lynch look just as strong as Charlotte, and I'm liking that. Like I said, I know we mentioned it last week. We don't know if that's going to hold up, but for the time being, it's looking good.
Yeah, I mean that tag match was whatever in a way, but once again, it was not that much time now Sasha and Paige had, but they decided to give the win over Becky, which I was surprised about. I think if anything they would give it to Charlotte, but yeah, it was surprisingly, and you know what, Charlotte has a future, Sasha has a future, Becky has one too. If anything, what bothers me about her, maybe it's not really a big deal, but you know, whenever they let her go, let her loose. That entrance and she does, it's not going to work in the main roster. I don't know why, but that big stage, it's not going to work. But her shaking her head and running around, it doesn't feel it to me. When I first started debuting her entrance, like, okay, I think she needs some work on the main roster. It worked on NXT, but you're in a bigger aisle. I don't know. It doesn't work that way. Lita somehow did it, made it work, but I don't know. She needs a little work on there.
I actually want to comment on two things. I'll comment on this match, then I'll comment on what I was trying to say before. But yeah, the match was definitely great. I just want to give Becky Lynch straight props. Like, that reverse, that counter that she did with Alicia Fox was like ridiculous. Like, and for some reason, I feel like they'll keep Becky Lynch along with Paige and Charlotte, and she'll turn on one of them, and she'll go heel once they have them separate.
Yeah, I agree. If they ever gonna do that, Becky has to be the one that does the, the Seth Rollins role on it.
And also, I don't know, because I really didn't get no comment from you guys when I was talking about that segment with Team Bad and Team Paige in backstage. Like, you like rarely see like the girls get like promo time, basically shooting at each other back and forth. I thought all
Not
six
only
girls
that,
did
it was really cool to see. Like, sorry to interrupt you, but it was really cool to see how much time they got on their matches too. Consistency, like they're getting like 10+ minutes.
Yeah, that's great. You know, like what a month ago or two, there'll be like 5 minutes. That's it. Even pay-per-views was the same thing. Look at Nikki and AJ's match.
It's funny that you mentioned about the time because this girl, I guess she was timing it that I follow, and it was 6 minutes, that tag team match, and I'm not sure about the Sasha Paige match. According to Oscar, it was 15. So
it seems like that way. Because,
but,
you know, as for me, I always watch Raw late. I feel like I fast forward 2 commercials during that match.
Right. But I think Becky's entrance will be fine. If fucking Adrian Neville can do his shit on the main roster, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
I think that's all you need to figure out.
Enough about our lovely divas who are definitely doing a great job right now. Let's go ahead and switch up.
Don't forget about Lana and Summer Rae.
Who are they?
Stop.
I didn't see that part.
The Lana used to think she was fucking gorgeous and all that.
I mean, they're like in the background of the
Lana
divas,
was a boss
right now.
tonight. Like, she's embracing her role. I'm really liking it.
Hey, I don't know what, but Summer Rae, I don't know if I like that Lana look on her. I'm like, I like you better. We were fandangos. I don't know. I'm not feeling.
I'm actually like I can give Summer Rae some props. Like, I feel like, you know, they like whoever creative was like, look, we're not doing nothing with this chick. Like, and like people might agree with me or disagree, but Summer Rae could talk. She could talk on the mic. Like, if you give her that mic, 'cause I remember back when she was in down at NXT when her, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks had that group. Like, she was a talker, you know. So, like, her with Rusev, that helps. You know, Lana's not really the talker. I mean, Lana can talk, but, you know, she's got that sexy voice, you know, or whatnot. But I think it's gonna be fun watching these sexy women go at it.
Yeah,
it has already been fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna end up seeing something in SummerSlam between the two, but yeah, just let's just don't get caught in the fish there.
Rusev throwing that fish was fucking fantastic.
Where's Tom? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, it's just because I don't care about this whole loose Samurai Lana fucking bullshit going on. I mean, yeah, Rusev throwing the fish was funny, but it's just like, I just don't care anymore. Like,
I don't
ridiculous storyline with ridiculous segments. It's just like, whatever.
That's basically what they have to do, because Dolph Ziggler is out. So whenever he comes back, you're gonna see something. That's basically what they're gonna do for right now.
I will say that has been the one positive of the feud for me, is that Dolph Ziggler, they're really playing up the injury angle with him, because usually if like somebody gets injured, they'll be back within like a week or 2 weeks. He's been out quite a while now, so at least they're doing something with that, and they're not just, you know, keeping him out a couple weeks. They're making it look like a legitimate injury.
Yeah. Yeah. So whenever Dolph Ziggler comes back, which I'm assuming is gonna be closer to SummerSlam time, we're gonna see some interesting things, I believe.
I feel sorry for you, Johnny Gargano, for having a PS4. Step your game up and get you a fucking Xbox. Bro, I saw on tweet that he's playing Arkham Knight, and so I saw what system he's playing.
And he could play with Candace afterwards.
He said Candace is not going to be home until tomorrow. So, let's move on.
Recovered from what I saw at AWS when she got destroyed by Rays, but oh well.
You know, I actually mentioned that to her about the AIW situation, which we'll talk about a little later, about the whole PWG shit. She got curb stomped. I actually want to bring up Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper's promo. How about those two dudes? I know there's a lot of rumors going around that a new Wyatt family member was going to debut tonight by the name of Leo Kruger. Didn't happen. I think it's still a possibility, but you got to give it to Bray Wyatt. You know, Bray Wyatt's always fantastic on the mic. But how about Luke Harper?
Yeah, I mean, while I was watching the segment, I was looking at my uncle, and he was like looking at the TV like, what the fuck am I watching? This is what I like, because my uncle is a little nutcase himself, and if you make these two guys make my uncle like a little, thinking these guys are nutcases, they're doing a good job, because you don't understand what the fuck they're talking about, and the point is, these guys are psychos. That's what you got to do. You got to make people trip out on these guys. It doesn't matter what kind of person you're watching it raw. If you're having a hot girlfriend, you have a psycho uncle, you have a kid that thinks is smart. I mean, if you can make any kind of person trip out to these guys, you're doing a good job. That's what they did.
Yeah, I mean, because I think the theme of tonight has been how WWE is using guys. At least they're using Luke Harper now. He's back to doing some good stuff. They're letting him get some promo time in. Where this whole thing goes, probably going to lead to another Bray Wyatt loss, most likely, because, got to make Roman look strong.
I think there's the momentum right now. I think Wyatt's had the momentum right now. Whatever. They're killing right now. I don't give a shit.
But, yeah. Wyatt has the momentum, but that just means Roman's going to make the Cena come back, and he's going to look strong.
No, Roman Reigns is going to win. But Bray Wyatt, the fucking character is awesome. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been going, like, up and down. It's like a roller coaster, You have weeks like this where it seems like momentum's going good, and then it drops down, then it goes back up. It's a roller coaster ride, and that's been Bray Wyatt's whole career so far. But
when you see roller coaster ride, just remind me of Chris Jericho's character in Sharknado. So go ahead.
I was gonna say I definitely hope Leo Kruger joins the Wyatt family, because, like I said, WWE dropped the ball so hard after the whole E60 thing came out with Adam Rose. I mean, that was like the perfect opportunity to do something, and they did nothing with it. The guy, he can go in the ring. The Leo Kruger character, I thought, was much better than the Adam Rose character. It has a lot more longevity. So hopefully it does happen. It would add something interesting and give the guy something to do instead of just, sitting and catering.
Yeah, and you have to mention, remember, the Leo Kruger character gave him a fucking NXT title feud. Remember when Bo Dallas was the champion? He gave him a little title feud for that shit. That's freaking amazing. And it went from all that to fucking, he just turned into Russell Brand. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what the hell happened.
Speaking of Leo Kruger, I actually saw him this weekend at Staples Center as Adam Rose getting jobbed along with Brad Maddox as they went against Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. So
Brad Maddox.
That's what I said.
Brad Maddox. Wow. Okay.
the guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the same guy I saw at PWG, but it's good. I can't talk shit. He's a cool dude.
The guy who was supposed to be stuck in a cave. That guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't talk shit. He's a cool dude. So fuck that.
Let's go ahead and move on here. We're almost done with the Raw talk. I was on point. Nothing to really talk about. Lucha Dragons against Los Matadores. Great, fast-paced matchup. Two luchador type of.
You're actually
styles.
giving props to the Los Matadores? What?
The match. They're still bows, but the match is good. But I just want to give Titus O'Neil. I want to give Titus O'Neil mad props. This dude is hilarious. If you listen to his commentary tonight.
Yeah, him and Naren, but I wonder if fucking Titus fucked up on one point. I mean, he mentioned there are fucking Puerto Rican bullfighters, but
no, I think he was done on purpose.
I just want to know because they're supposed to be. I mean, their characters, Fernando and Diego, they're supposed to be from Spain, which I believe.
Exactly.
So
but
all of a sudden, he said they're Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, it was part of him being funny, basically saying, no, they're Puerto Rican. Tell us JBL, you know, basically arguing back and forth for JBL. Like, come on. All of us know damn well who they are. And so I think he was just being a dick at the fucking commentary. But Tom, your thoughts on the matchup, and I don't know if you want to comment on the commentary.
I thought the match was all right. You know, had a couple of good spots in it. You know, showcased the Lucha Dragons, so that was good. Yeah, Titus was pretty funny, but I mean, the New Day, they're just so fucking hilarious. When they came down,
hilarious too.
When they had the sign for real, like Mega Dad of the Year for Kofi. Kofi, when he's coming down to the ring and he's doing his like skipping clap, that is just like the best part of Raw. Just seeing Kofi.
Yeah.
Like he does the best New Day clap. They are so hilarious. And like,
hey, you know what, Skits, you know what? Just for a laugh, I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything, all right? But just for a laugh, I mean, you have to do that coming to the PWG show. You have to do that one day. I mean, it will be so hilarious. You have to do it. I mean, I think it'll be funny. I think you're the only one who can pull it off because you have the long arms like Kofi, and you can do the clap like him. You have it. You have it in you.
Probably won't be happening.
Seriously.
Probably won't be happening.
You have to do it. Dude, you're on Reseda walking down that parking lot. You have to do it, bro. I think it'll be funny. Matt, give him some. Matt, give him some liquor. He probably do it.
I'll do it without the liquor.
Fuck it. Me and Matt would do it. Fuck it.
Anyway.
God, I just have to. Once again, John Cena's nose looks fucking disgusting. Oh my God.
You love to see John Cena with blood, don't you?
Everybody's name. Mama's posting it on Twitter for days. But yeah, so I guess Lucha Dragon got the win. Is this put these guys in contention? So this is what I'm right now. Lucha Dragon, Los Matadores, and New Day and Primetime Players probably in some type of tag team match.
Yeah.
Los Matadores out.
Like they always do. Those, you know what sucks? I mean, it just seems like these big pay-per-views like WrestleMania and SummerSlam, they always have to put some kind of four-way for all the tag teams. I mean, I'd rather like to see a tag team versus tag team match. And please do not, I hope they don't make this a fucking pre-show match. Remember, Nick Jackson, was it Nick or Matt? One of them tweeted, like, tag team matches should not be in pre-shows and big events. So, I mean, I swear to God, this is a pre-show match. Watch Nick, be careful, watch Nick Jackson's tweet. But, I mean, I don't know. They got to, these fucking four-way tag team matches starting to get older. I mean, they got to start putting whoever the best tag teams are, the top two tag teams, go at it. That's what they need to do. They got to stop with this triple threat tag team, four-way tag team. I mean, they got to stop with that shit in those big events.
Hey, bro, hold that thought. We have a call in our area, the 323 area. So let's see what it says. 323.
Hi,
323.
How you doing? Yes, how are you?
Oh, shit.
Oh, stupid ass.
I know who that was.
I know who was too. Fuck you,
I
George.
know who was that. I know who was
Who the
that.
fuck was that?
I can tell you this, though. I banged his mother, so I know that for a fact.
Who the fuck was that?
Was that George?
Oh, yeah, that was him, dude. That was fucking George, you stupid ass.
The fuck he's on the show for? What an idiot. Wow.
Hey, you went to high school
I apologize.
with that guy.
I'm not putting him. I don't know why you called back, George. You're a dumbass, bro. I can pull up my phone right now and look at your fucking number and see if it's really you. You dummy.
All we gotta say
Anyways.
about that is,
Yeah, it's George. Come on, George. Stop being a dumbass, bro. If I put you on, talk like a real person and stop being an idiot. Yeah,
Maybe he's all happy that
that
the
shit.
Terminator is. Maybe he's all happy that the Terminator is going to be in the next video game.
It sounded like that's what he was sounding like for a second. But
Yeah, he was trying to
a-
imitate the Terminator.
that's a big waste
Fuck
of
the
time.
Terminator.
Let's not even waste that.
That's a big. I'm not gonna download. It's gonna be on the
That's a
game.
big. I'm not gonna pre-order the game.
I'm still going to call it WWE 2K316. So fuck that. I ain't calling it 2K.
You mean like the last like fucking 3 games have
You know
pretty
what?
much been
You know
about
what?
the
You know what?
Attitude
You
Era?
know what? You know what you might want to do, bro? On that comment, sit in the corner.
Hey. You gotta respect the great Stone Cold Steve Austin here, okay? I'm not calling it.
There's only
Stone
so
Cold.
many games. There's only so many games that you can make a revolving around Stone Cold and the goddamn Attitude.
Swig a beer for the working man.
So let's talk about Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. That match was actually going pretty good. I thought, the match was good, but of course we already knew Sheamus was going to get involved because he was at commentary. There was a spot when they were outside of the ring, basically brawling, and Sheamus gave Orton the bro kick, and out of nowhere Cesaro came down. Cesaro, that fly, dude just flew over the fucking ropes. Like, what the fuck? Cesaro is crazy. For some reason, I actually saw this tweet. Somebody tweeted this. Fatal 4 for the Money in the Bank contract. I think they're fantasy booking. But I definitely don't see it.
No, I don't see none. It's gonna be no 4-way. I believe it's gonna be just a 1-on-1 match in Kevin Owens and Cesaro. Another rematch from fucking last pay-per-view, Randy Orton and Sheamus. I hope that they put some kind of like theme into it, like, okay, the winner takes the Money in the Bank briefcase or whatever. Because I just don't want to see no other regular matches in Team 2. They gotta have something on the line here or something. Yeah, I mean that match was pretty good, but it just sucked that it had to end it. That Sheamus had to kick the Orton in the face, and it was getting good. It started off slow, then it was getting pretty good until that happened. I love the whole Kevin Owens mocking the fucking Randy Orton pose. I like that shit. And
how about after the match when the whole situation was just and everybody, he's not the last time we'll see each other again, which is damn fucking true.
Yeah, it's true. They're gonna have a match down the road. They probably end up having a little feud, probably after he's done with Cesaro. So, yeah, they're interested. I mean, and all these people tweeting that Kevin Owens is done already. Blah blah blah. Get out of here, please. Yeah, Kevin Owens is not done. I mean,
sit in the corner with pose.
There's a good chance he could have a WrestleMania match against the Undertaker. So come on now.
Stop it. Stop it.
I've seen that rumor, bro. No boy.
You guys sit in the corner.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, dude. That's just our Owens is good where he's at. He's
good where he's at, don't get me wrong, but you guys saying he's going to face Undertaker at WrestleMania is a fucking huge stretch. Relax.
Well, no, that was a talk.
I'm sorry, but right now, if anybody doesn't think that it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, you have to be crazy. They are setting it up. They're setting it up. There's I can't see any other match.
You know what? That's crazy. That's crazy that you mentioned that. I know.
Oh yeah, I see exactly where he's coming from on that.
Matt would probably throw all his money at WrestleMania 32 and go to that shit.
I will. I said I'm not going to WrestleMania. You know how much money that's going to be? This bowler trip is fucking already retarded enough, man.
I feel you. I mean, you live in Canada. It's going to cost you more than say if I want to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah, man, you're crazy. The only time I'm going to WrestleMania,
I'm a 3-hour flight away from WrestleMania, so just imagine that cost. Compare what you live
I have a
at.
couple friends going too, and that guy that called trying to be an idiot, he's going.
Oh yeah, he's going.
So
yeah, he's going because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan. He wants to go to the damn stadium, and what sucks that he's going in for wrestling, but not the damn Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
What sucks is that the Cowboys suck dick, but anyway.
I hope you hear that, George. I hope you hear that. He likes
they
the Giants.
do. Tony Romo's a fucking little bitch, but anyway. I think the match tonight between Owens and Orton, I liked it. I kind of, like I said, they put Sheamus on commentary, so you knew he was going to interfere. I hate when they do that. Like, Sheamus is just out on commentary to just sit out there and do nothing. Yeah, he's going to interfere. Like, I've become so disinterested with Sheamus as well. Like, when he came back as a heel, I was like, man, he's going to be having a good run. But, I mean, him having that Money in the Bank contract, it's just like, I forget week after week that he has that thing because it's so disinteresting.
Anyway, yeah, man, I'm definitely with you on that. I mean, looking forward to see what Owens and Cesaro guys. I know they're going to bring their A game at SummerSlam. So
has that been officially confirmed yet?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Why did they start that shit at SmackDown and then they bring it to Raw?
No, what I'm saying is maybe they do a 4-way like you were talking about or something because they involved all those guys in that segment.
That is true. Like somebody tweeted out a 4-way, put the money in the line, which is awesome.
We haven't seen something like that in a while, and it would kind of spice things up, especially with them trying to make SummerSlam a big deal.
Let's have a caller from the 916 area code. Where's 916 area code? Where's that?
916. Not quite sure.
But I will tell you right now,
the
916 area code.
Sacramento.
It's in California.
Yeah, Sacramento.
Let's put this 916 on. 916, Rich Radio, who's talking?
How's it going, man? Yeah, I'm out here up in Sacktown, California.
Brother?
I'm not. I just wanted to comment on Raw, share my thoughts a little bit.
What were your thoughts? Tell us your thoughts on Cena breaking Kevin Owens. What's up?
Yeah, so, I mean, for the most part, I thought it had some bright spots, a couple of, decent segments, but for the most part, I thought it was boring. Right now I just feel like there's such and there has been for years, a lack of quality in the storylines, especially in the tag division. I mean, it's weak as fuck right now. There's, no real direction. You just get these repetitive, random tag team matches with, the same teams, and like I said, it's been like that for years. And even look at the mid-cards, they have a lot of talent.
It seems like they struggle to focus on all the divisions at the same time to kind of butt in on your point there.
Yeah, no. And even you look at, the Rusev and Ziggler feud right now, I mean, it's really, there's no substance behind it. I mean, it was so stupid, that angle tonight with Rusev, and I'm just over that already. Ziggler had a chance to be a star, and they dropped the ball with him like they do everything else. I did enjoy the Orton and Steen match. I thought that was pretty good, and I agree with you guys. I think if they booked a fatal 4-way, that's actually a good point. Putting the briefcase on the line, I think that'd be cool. I was thinking if there was a way to kind of strip right after the IC title or throw that in there. But, yeah, it actually makes a little bit more sense to put the briefcase in. I thought it made zero sense to have Big Show go over Ambrose, even though, he did come up looking a little bit strong after the match. I just think that they need to revamp everything, and I think the 3-hour Raws are really hurting because there's a lot of pointless segments. But I'm guessing, the USA Network wants WWE to produce that hour for the additional, revenue or whatever. But yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of anything.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the Divas?
Oh yeah, I mean that I really enjoy that. They're putting some of the younger divas over, or the newer ones. That's probably actually the best part of the show now. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I mean the show really lacked. We had that great segment last week with Lesnar and Undertaker, and with their absence, it was really it felt really flat the whole show, and it just goes to show like. They need to start building more stars seriously, because Cena's not going to be around forever, and these young guys keep hitting that Cena ceiling, and he needs to start putting guys over. They need to really start building new stars, and it seems like whenever someone goes through Cena, they don't really have anything else for them to do. Like Rusev, and my biggest fear is the same thing is going to happen to Tyler Black or Seth Rollins. So. And they made him tap tonight. He looked weak as fuck. Same with Sting.
It was a great match, though.
It was a good match. Yeah, I enjoyed the match. And I mean, it did come off as a badass. Like Cena, broken his nose and continuing, but just the outcome. Not a big fan of, Cena beating him by submission. I think that's probably the worst way you can lose in wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I hated that as well, because it doesn't make Rollins look like a legitimate champion. It's just like, all right, if Cena makes Rollins tap out on a forgettable Raw, what makes people think that he won't do it at SummerSlam?
Right. I think he's going over at SummerSlam.
100% agree.
I feel like I'm the only one out of all of us that I feel like Seth Rollins is going to walk out, and I really still believe that.
I'm actually with you, dude.
You with me too?
I've said this a while. I said this a while.
I
said this a while back. Listen. This is what I think is going to happen. I think Seth is going to go over somehow, and then you Cesaro go over Kevin Owens for that WWE title. That's.
I hate to cut you off in Dreamland there, man, but I think Sheamus is going to cash in Money in the Bank and go over Cena, and we're going to get a Sheamus Cena feud.
Oh, fuck no.
That'd be horrible.
Nah.
We all have different thoughts, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah. The SummerSlam's going to be something crazy. You never know. He then fucking Thursday. Who knows?
We'll see. Because right now, my predictions are we're going to see a Rollins Cena feud for 2 months, then Undertaker and Rollins. That's what I'm seeing right now.
I don't see that. I feel with Rollins. That's a fucking time. A waste of my time working that shit.
Hey, you're getting paid, buddy.
From Seth, what's your name, dude?
Oh, Matthew.
All right, man. We got 2 Matts on the. Well, Matt, I want to thank you for calling, man. We'll be on Thursday and next Monday, same time. You're always down to call.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate
we have a guest on Thursday. Daria from Tough Enough is going to join us, so you might want to listen to that.
Yeah, I'll be here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right, take care, dude.
Sorry, you actually bought Daria, bro.
What happened?
You bought. Her name was Daria.
I said Daria.
I thought you said Daria. My bad.
No.
Dairy products.
Come on, it's not like I'm going to say diarrhea. But anyways.
I have a couple of people that want to call up. I'm on my way to call. I don't know if he's calling.
Okay.
Real quick,
it's funny. George is texting me right now. He wants to cuss out the Giants fan. But oh well.
It's not.
Ain't gonna happen. It's not
Whoever's
a
a
football
Giants
show.
fan
Sorry.
needs to sit in the corner.
It's not a football show. You can call his team the midgets all you want, but it's not a football show. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I want you to text that Cowboys fan and tell them that he can call up on the show and talk to me when his team wins the Super Bowl.
It's crazy.
Anyways, he might say,
we have
it's 5.
funny.
We have 5.
What's up? I have another caller. And I know you're a Cowboys fan too. Don't be like idiot. The Cowboys. Let's talk. My boy D What to do, brother?
Hey, yo, what up, Skid? What about you?
What's going on?
Man,
Good, bro.
well, first off, you know what? First off, man, I got a whole lot to say about the wrestling thing, but look, y'all, I can't let y'all diss my Cowboys live on air. Like, that's got to stop, like, right now. That's what's up right here, right now. Like, y'all just can't do that, you know what I'm saying?
All right, kid.
No, all right, I'll stop doing it, and you guys can keep continuing to do it to yourselves. So.
But you know what, though? I will say this. I think it was you that said something about Tony Romo, or I don't know who it was, but Tony Romo was not the reason why we lost last year, for one, and for two, Tony Romo had a real solid year last year. So please stop it. Please.
All right, kid. We can talk about another day. We got WWE Radio.
That's a whole other. Yeah, exactly. That's a whole other argument for a whole other day. Yeah, I was actually watching Raw right now, actually, because I'm one of the people that gets it around like the 8 o'clock hour. And the Divas division is actually pretty cool, man. Like, you know, I'm actually more excited about that than I am about the rest of the show. For matter of fact, I just turned off Raw, like right after the Paige and Sasha Banks match. Like, so, yeah, I'm real excited about that. And WrestleMania too, that it will be in Dallas. Of course, you already know that. But yeah, I gotta, you know, I'm thinking about making an appearance. So,
are you gonna
look at this mother? Look at this fucking guy bragging about Mania.
I was gonna ask him. Are you going to Hell in a Cell? What's in L.A.? What's the word on that?
Yeah. You know, I know the tickets went on sale yesterday. I'm definitely gonna try. I mean, I don't see why not. I won't go, but yeah, I think I might.
What's your thoughts on the whole Kevin Owens, make his debut? Because you remember him as Kevin Steen. Because I haven't talked to you about wrestling in a while. What's your thoughts on that?
You know, Kevin Owens, you know, when I first saw Kevin Owens without even seeing him wrestle, I was like, this dude looks like a normal guy, you know. But actually seeing him wrestle, don't he look like normal, like somebody like walking down the street like he's not in shape? You know, he's not like, you know, cut up with like a six-pack or nothing like that. But, you know, like actually watching him wrestle, like he actually can, like he can move, like he can wrestle. So I was like, all right, you know, I might mess with this dude. But, you know, the simple fact that WWE actually brought him up, that's a good move. That's a real good move.
Definitely, dude. We're about to talk about the main event real quick. I don't know if you listen when we're talking. But, yeah, guys, tonight, the main event, we had Seth Rollins, John Cena. Hell of a it was for the U.S. title, and that your boy John Cena with nose, like his nose is all over Twitter right now. It's ridiculous. It's worse than Triple H's.
Damn. Damn. That's a fucked up nose, man. Triple H, he got that pointy, you know, apricot looking nose. So yeah, that's bad. That is bad.
Anyway,
not to be shooting on Triple H, man.
By the way, Matt, this is my boy Damien. We real close friends from high school. He's like family and shit. But this is my boy Matt and Tom. These are on the Elite Podcast Network here on Wrestling Heads. Just so you guys know each other and shit. You know, we ain't strangers here.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, man. You know what, man? One of these days, I might have to get on air with y'all, man. You know, talk some shit like I usually do.
I'm good. And Tom,
I'm trying to get him.
Try not to talk shit to this guy, okay? Even though you hate the Cowboys a lot, I know you're a hardcore Giants fan, but try not to like destroy this guy. All right?
Quick, time out.
Giants fans, you know,
can I
talk
deliver
more.
Some breaking news? Can I deliver some breaking news? I know this is a wrestling show, but Troy Tulowitzki is now a Blue Jays, ladies and gentlemen. That's how.
Wow.
Nobody.
What are you talking about? This guy just cussed out people were talking about football, and now he's talking about fucking baseball.
Yeah, man, this is like a sports show, man. Y'all might as well be a sports
Only
show.
reason why because I know he's a Rockies fan. So
yeah. You know, you gotta throw that right in my face. In fact, if I never would have called, he never would have said that.
Damn.
I gotta say, one of the things, going back to the Cena Rollins match, that superplex into a Falcon Arrow from Seth Rollins, that was fucking awesome.
man, Seth Rollins is ridiculous. I've been putting this dude over on the show. I know people give me shit for being a big Seth fan. Like, I'm still behind Seth. Regardless, I don't care if some people think of winning 16th title, but maybe the might just flip script on it. Oh, we're not letting Cena win. After him breaking his nose tonight, it's going to give momentum, though, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? One question I want to ask all of y'all. What do y'all think about the tag team division? Because I know, like, the primetime players, you know, they're the tag team champs right now. But, like, moving forward, like, who do y'all see actually taking the belt from them?
Okay. That's a good question. I mean,
I think Enzo and Big Cass have been doing house shows, so I'm going to go with them.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too. I mean, well, it's not a rumor, but they did work some house shows, and rumor has they're coming to the main roster. That's a real good question. I mean, I like the Lucha Dragons. I like New Day. I do like PTP. I mean, it's been a while. I wanted to see them in the tag team champs, and he finally got it. But beating them, it's going to be. I for some reason, I still feel like New Day's going to take it somehow, some way. If it's not SummerSlam, probably United Champions, Hell in a Cell, probably. I might see it live, but
I'm with you. New Day have to take the titles again.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Don't y'all think that WWE kind of fucked up as far as waiting to give the primetime players the belts this long? Because in my humble opinion, they should have been won these things a long time ago.
They should have been champs. They should have been champs when fucking Abraham Washington was with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so they actually kind of like missed a boat with primetime players, and they finally realized it. But yeah, it actually would have been so much better like back then, because I guess the competition is so much more better. So
yeah.
You know, another thing. The shows will come back, and the division is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. You know what I was saying earlier? You know, they got to stop doing those stupid fucking fatal four-way tag team matches at the big pay-per-views like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. You know, why can't they just put whoever's the best tag teams go at it in their pay-per-views, their big pay-per-views? Why not? They can't do that. You know, whoever deserves that spot, they deserve it. But why get to put in, okay, let's put in Matadoras in there. Let's put in Lucha Dragons, which I think they're a good tag team. I'm not saying I'm Mexican. But, yeah, they're this guy. Hey. But, why not can they put them, like, you know, prime time players with Lucha Dragons? I think I'd rather see that in a four-way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Yeah.
Real quick, guys, break, and let's get into some PWG talk, because we're going to the last 30 minutes of the show. If you guys...
What's up? This is the phenomenal AJ Styles down here in LA, kicking it with the PWG, busting my tail. Freaking great tournament, bowler tournament. It's freaking amazing. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, everybody and anybody needs to listen to Wrestling Head Podcast.
Hello, pro wrestling fans. This is pro wrestler Brian Kendrick. Thank you for listening to Wrestling Heads.
All you have to do is believe!
Welcome back to WH Radio. You got Skits here. Tom, Oscar, Matt, and the homie D-Kid has joined us.
I have a question for you, Skits. I have a question about that freaking soundbite. If he does join the Wyatt family, are you still going to play that shit?
Hell yeah, I'm playing it.
All right.
You got to do is believe. You got to keep believing. Or play something else. Because I'm going to tell you why. I'm gonna play it because
best for business.
That's why.
That's another entrance you got to do at Reseda now. You got to do that thumbs up like Bo Dallas. You got to do it now.
Suck it. Yo, Pro Wrestling Gorilla. Something I've been trying to take my boy kid to when he's been bullshitting.
Here you go. Oh, I'm gonna warn you, Damien. If you go, you're gonna be addicted. Ask George.
You know what, George? He actually went to a couple of them, and he said that they're pretty cool. So I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't like it.
I mean, you could just ask any fucking person on this shit that hasn't even been to a fucking PWG show that PWG is elite like this show right here. But let's get into Pro Wrestling Gorilla. Basically, it's like 4 matches booked, but then they threw in a couple matches when we got there. You had Johnny Gargano going against Brian Cage. That match, it was okay. It was pretty. It wasn't one of my favorites, I'll tell you. I don't know how Oscar felt about it, but it was kind of like that match that folks wouldn't be talking about at the end of the night to me. But it seems like they're like still kind of pushing Brian Cage over there.
Yeah, they're still trying to somehow push him in the main at their world title picture somehow. But it's like I said, it just feel like on this show they just had to put random matches. They're like, okay, they couldn't promote it on their Twitters or Facebooks, whatever. It just felt like to me, okay, come here, we'll just figure something out. You go on here, and that's how you're gonna do it. It just felt kind of weird. But that match, was that even the opener? I don't remember that.
No, the opener actually was Team Tremendous versus Candice and Joey.
Yeah, because I remember during the match, I went to the bathroom to take a piss, and I got scared because I thought Johnny Gargano was gonna jump on me. Oh shit! But anyways, that's not how it goes. I mean, out of all the matches, this is my least favorite.
Same here. Gotta give it to Candice.
I will say,
for putting
just to cut you off quickly. Well wishes to Bill Carr. Obviously, if you guys didn't hear, broke his foot over the weekend. I'm not sure if it was at PWG or another show, but he was replaced by Dick Justice at Beyond Wrestling yesterday. So, well wishes to Bill Carr.
Yeah, man.
I think he was.
Honestly, Bill Carr did.
No, I was gonna say when I was at PWG, I don't remember seeing Bill Carr taking a lot of risks. No, like they did in the first show, but they still did good. But I don't recall seeing injury and split or anything like that at PWG.
Yeah, speaking of Team Tremendous, all I had to say those dudes were over as fuck. You had Team Tremendous chants going on, and first show it really was that. So. One thing I could say about
Joey got
I was
killed
about to get to that.
They did not like that.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to get to that about Joey getting killed. I was going to say Joey got killed by Bill Carr doing that story that caught me off guard. Pretty sure you'll catch VD going nuts, hitting the fucking mat. Shit's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey, but you still gotta give up Candice some props. She did the balls plex of Bill Carr.
Yeah. She definitely picked Bill Carr up. Did the balls plex.
And anybody that was at PWG, I just want to say that's listening right now. Thank God you didn't chant that boss man chant again. I mean, he's not the big boss man. I know he looks like him, but come on, there's no boss man chant here. But thank God you guys didn't chant that this time.
Also, gotta give it my favorite match. One of my favorite matches of the night, hands down. Trevor Lee, Tommaso Ciampa. All I want to say, Tommaso Ciampa, thank you for injuring my Dodger hat. I'm gonna explain, people. So I guess they're outside of the ring beating each other up. And then you hear me say, fuck him up, Tommaso. Tommaso said, hey, boy, did you tell me what to do? He takes my hat, he puts it on backwards, and he's beating the shot of Trevor Lee inside the ring, and then he throws my Dodger hat down on the mat and stomps it. And you got people cheering, you got people booing, you got one half saying Dodgers, you know, and the other half basically cheering for another squad, but
yeah, I mean, the guys most of them are freaking Giants fans, so screw them all, screw Joe and his homies.
It was a couple of Angel fans, but fuck, hey, Tommaso, damn you for getting my hat involved in your match, and that's why Dude gets for fucking losing. But him and Trevor definitely killed it. For Tom and Matt, I definitely both of you guys need to go find
just before
match.
Just before we move on the Trevor Lee note, did you guys see that he worked TNA tonight?
Whoa! Really?
You mentioned it.
Yeah. He, like PJ Black, Brian Myers, a few of the Global Force guys were on the tapings tonight.
Whoa! Interesting.
I'm not gonna get to it.
A match taped for tonight. No spoilers, but Wolves versus Trevor Lee and Brian Myers.
Now Skits wants to watch TNA because Trevor Lee's there.
I'm sorry, I would not watch TNA. TNA is not getting none of my time. If I want to watch Trevor, I'm going to receipt of California.
But
I'd rather watch
get
the
exclusive contract from TNA.
I hope you don't pull off a fucking move like Davey and Eddie, like just fuck everybody over and shit. So, anyways, let's move on. Chris Hero and Mike Bailey. What a matchup with those two. Got to give Mike props and Chris Hero too. Chris Hero, his fucking gear is on point. We had a fucking award for the wrestler with the most dopest rain gear. His rain gear was basically old school Supersonics jersey. You know, he came down with the jersey, with the Shawn Kemp jersey. I don't like Hero's like that dude. Shout out to Chris Hero.
Has he wore the Jordan one around you guys yet? Because he wore that.
Yeah, he wore Chicago Bulls before.
Yeah, I popped hard for that.
He's worn.
Oh, he wore
like
the
Dream Team.
last weekend at Smash. He wore the Denver Nuggets one, I think.
He's wore the Dream Team. He's wore the Suns. He's wore all of them. Just about. I'm waiting for that Clippers fan. So.
I'll pop for the Toronto Raptors one. He's got to post that on his back.
He's afraid that if he wore Clippers, he's gonna get booed.
Chris Hero ain't nothing to fuck.
Chris Hero.
If he wears Lakers, that's more embarrassing. If he wears Lakers, he'll get cheered.
What else am I missing? Oscar was after.
I'm gonna go back. That match was awesome. That Mike Bailey and fucking Chris Hero match was awesome. I mean, Mike Bailey killing it again, and since he debuted, he's sort of kind of similar to how Trevor Lee started, and he has a bright future in PWG. He could probably be a top guy there in the next few years to come. I mean, he's killing. He can work with anybody in that roster. You know, he can't have a bad match with anybody.
Yeah. Definitely, dude. I could definitely agree with you. Bailey definitely hands down. Say most breakout star of the year for sure. Breakout. Would you guys agree?
Breakout year, you can say so. Now he's getting bookings everywhere. He's like his year is kind of similar like Trevor Lee's. The only thing that I heard of Mike Bailey.
Him and Andrew Everett just got added to the Global Wrestling UK tour too.
Damn.
Speaking of Andrew Everett. Speaking of Everett actually won one matchup against Swan, and Swan, like this match with him and Swan wasn't like the match that I thought these guys were gonna deliver. Like, against the two. You know, big fan of both dudes, but I don't know. Just something about this match that didn't catch my eye.
Yeah, you know what? Andrew Everett, got to work on it. I mean, his chop sucks. Seriously. I mean, he looks like a bitch doing that shit. It's funny, he chopped him and then fucking Swan was like, what the fuck? He just turned around and just, this is how you do it, bitch. Bomb! You know? Fucking Rich Swan, he makes him the way he's the fucking Big Show, you know?
Fuck Drew's rant of the week. Let's get fucking Oscar's rant of the week here. Damn, this guy's shooting.
You know, I honestly think he was playing the role. I don't think his chops was really fucking. I think he was playing the role just to entertain us. But yeah, just like I said, the match wasn't like the match that caught my eye or whatnot. But both dudes are great. At the end of the day,
hey,
so.
at least Rich Swan got our wrestling issues.
How did I know he was gonna mention that?
It's good luck. It's good luck. Ask B-Boy. It's good luck.
I'm going to take my headset off now. Bye, folks.
Next matchup, we had Awa and Ricochet. I was kind of surprised in this match. I didn't see no high spots from Ricochet because Ricochet is like known for like doing that spot in the corner that I'm pretty sure my boy Matt will see. And he didn't really do no spot corners, but it was funny because both of them have the same taunt, and they were like fighting over the taunt. You know, that's my pose. That's my pose. It was funny, but great match with the two. The real best friends. And you know, I was gonna say, and Tozawa basically late for. Go ahead, dude.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Jesus Christ, guys, somebody go.
Yeah, I was going to say that, surprisingly, this match was okay, but it was not the best. I saw this Dragon Gate match they both had a while back that it was 10 times better than we just saw at PWG. So, I mean, just to give you a heads up, if you've seen the work in the past in Dragon Gate, I mean, Dragon Gate stuff was way better than what you're going to see in this match.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because right after that match, after Ricochet won and he's going in the back, who comes out of nowhere? It's Super Dragon. Super Dragon just starts attacking Ricochet, takes him in the ring, doesn't move on him, beats the shit out of him for a second. But guess who comes for the save? 3 people, not 1, not 2, but 3 people. You got Johnny Gargano, Joey Ryan, and Candice LeRae, and he looks at them like, yeah, right. And out of nowhere, you got 2 young dudes with Super Dragon mask on, and once they all look around, super kick, Johnny Gargano and Joey Ryan, and then you have Super Dragon get Candice LeRae, which is a girl, folks, who for those that don't know who Candice LeRae is, and he grabs her, gets her, basically has her lay down, picks her arm up, smashes her with his fucking foot. Basically, that's the curb stomp of his version. Crazy. It was nuts. But then you have people getting involved in the back. Like I believe Rich Swan probably had tried to get involved, but Super Kick Bailey got in the ring, and him and Super Dragon had a little face off. They were going at, but of course you saw folks that were there. Super Dragon wasn't having that shit, and Bailey was out the ring. And then, out of nowhere, you got Evans and Angelico come out of nowhere, and shit gets real after that. Angelico comes out the fucking gate with a spot. Jack Evans comes out the fucking gate with a spot. Shit was nuts, dude.
Yes, the main event was actually the best match in the night. I have to say, I think I said it was Bailey and Hero, but you know what? Then I just remember about this match. That was the best match of the night. And Angelico, first night in PWG, killed it.
I was trying to start an Angelico chant, but did not happen. All I'm looking for is Battle of Los Angeles, people. Tickets go on sale this Thursday. Be at all your devices. And this is, yeah, man, it's gonna be a fucking, it's gonna be fun. That's all I fucking know.
Yeah, it'd be more fun with Matthew Grant. I'm assuming he's 4 feet tall. He's gonna be joining us, and yeah.
Wow.
Why is this guy sitting here talking shit? You want to be called out again?
Wow.
Chick, I say you can give me a blow, but you
low spotted doors.
Whoa. Hold on, time out. Damien, D-Kid, what's going on here? Do you hear
Man,
this
you know
noise?
what, man? I don't even know what's going on, man. I'm just like, where did this come out of? Like, where does it come from?
I don't know, me and Matt like to bash each other. We just like to bash each other, so it's all good.
You low spotted doors looking motherfucker.
Oh, something, don't go racial now, motherfucker.
You guys are
Remember,
wild.
Mexican
That's not
and Spanish
racist at
ain't
all.
the same,
You're the one that said you're fucking. Yeah, I'm just stating facts, man. I'm just stating facts.
All right.
Man. Real quick, let's take one more break, and we got a big announcement that's brought to you by WWP, and we're right back. So we're right back, people.
This is Eli Everfly, and you're listening to Wrestling Heads Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Drew Gulak, and you are listening to Wrestling Heads Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Hero, and you are listening to Wrestling Heads Radio.
Don't stop believing!
Motherfucker.
Tom, where are you? Are you alive, bro?
I'm here.
He was just, hey, I mean, him and Matt were quiet. They were not at PWG, so what did you say?
See, I can't talk PWG until the trailer comes out.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave my thoughts alone on this.
We couldn't Periscope it or we could get kicked out, so.
No, man, I'm not trying to bury any man's on the air here.
Real quick, before we get into the special announcement, I just want to thank my boy for calling up, bro. We appreciate you talking with us. You want to throw out your Twitter, Instagram, wherever you got out there, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm actually following y'all on both, actually, I do believe it. So, yeah,
it should be.
Hey, man, one of these shows, man, y'all can let me get on.
It should be.
Definitely do it. You want to put out your, so the fucking list follow you?
Yeah, just hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. It's the same handle. The Real D Kid, with kid with 2 D's. And yeah, follow up and follow back.
All right, bro. I'll let you one time.
And Tom, don't be following me and say, "Oh, fuck the Cowboys." Just leave him alone with that shit.
I won't.
You see this guy always trying to start beef all the time. All the fucking time.
I'm trying to stop the beef. Oh, you started. I said stop the beef.
This guy tries to call me out, then he's trying to start shit with Tom. Come on, man.
I said don't follow him and just give him shit. So I'm trying to stop the beef.
Matthew.
There was no need for that.
Matthew, let's talk about some relevant shit. Let's talk about some relevant news now, and let's talk about the relevant shit that we are going to be doing here on the Elite Podcast Network.
Yeah, absolutely. This coming Sunday at the Club Absent in Hamilton, Ontario, Jake the Snake will be doing part of his spoken word tour, and he's actually kicking his Ontario run in Hamilton. And we have the honor and privilege of having Jake the Snake Roberts on the show tomorrow night. I'm going to be confirming a time. We may be even airing it live, so stay tuned to that Weekly W podcast. Really, really excited for this. Me and Tom are prepping away for this bad boy.
Yeah. I mean, the chance to talk to, a legend like Jake the Snake, it's gonna be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss out on it. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Obviously Jake's been up and down for the past, I'd say, 15, 20 years, but he's going on an upswing, so it's going to be a great privilege to talk to him.
Yeah, Jake the Snake is a cool dude. He's a funny ass guy. I mean, he likes to make jokes on you, but just give you a heads up there, Matt, because I know he is. I know he could take it, but just give me a heads up on that. So, yeah, he's a clown. So he's a cool dude, and I feel bad for Skits that he was pissed off that day. He met the guy, but he couldn't take a picture with him.
You didn't really have no.
See what I mean?
You know.
Guy.
I don't know.
What?
He had to bring me up. I don't know.
I feel bad
it's
for
all
you.
good, bro. It's all good.
This guy's always burying people, man. All the fucking time.
Hey.
I wasn't trying to bury him. If I was burying him, I would have said, hey, at least I took my picture with fucking Jake the Snake. Skits, did you? That's, to me, burying.
Anyways, I'll get you on a rebound. I've met plenty of guys in the fucking industry, so I'm not even worried.
That's all right.
But yeah. People, make sure you listen tomorrow. Jake the Snake Roberts hanging out with Matt and our boy over here at WH Radio Tom. They're gonna be holding shit down tomorrow with Jake the Snake Roberts. I remember when I was a kid, motherfuckers used to low key want a snake so they could on people and shit. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure I'll listen to that show with you guys. We're actually, it's 10:06. We have a lot of time to talk. I don't know if you guys still want to talk about some things. You want to cover some things. I've been watching.
For Dishonor?
Well, let me pull it up real quick. I really didn't watch it. Did anybody watch it?
I do know that Connor is going to pay-per-view once again with All-Star Extravaganza, where Kyle Riley's getting his ring world title shot. No, they announced today that it's a pay-per-view.
Are you sure? I thought it says pay-per-view.
Ah, man.
It might be both.
Okay, I'll look into it because I thought it just said pay-per-view only.
I just noticed Ring of Honor just got verified too.
Oh, that's good.
That is a true thing.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the report?
I don't know if you guys know, but Patrick, the guy who just got limited tough enough, was backstage at Death for Dishonor.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was hanging out with Mandy Leon, so possibly, maybe he might enter Ring of Honor. Who knows?
What?
Well, you didn't know that?
Pops just. No, I didn't.
Yeah, Patrick was backstage. And it happened in an area where he lives. I think it took place in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so Patrick was backstage.
Honestly, I don't have time to talk about for Dishonor today. We'll probably talk about it tomorrow. Not Thursday, because I know we probably all have comments on it. We'll probably end the show a little early today, folks. Everybody, just give out plugs and what's up, bro?
Okay. You can follow me at Sinister632 on Instagram and Periscope and Twitter. So you can follow me there. Check out WrestlingHeads.com. All I gotta say is Nakamura, please stay healthy. I hope you don't get kicked out of the tournament. And yeah, go ahead. Who's the next person?
Anybody? No.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll go. You can follow me on Twitter at to tweet me. That's my personal account. Not confirmed, but I may be tweeting the G1 Climax tonight. We'll see. Like I said, it's so early that it's tough to do, but we'll see. But make sure you follow me on there. I'm finally caught up on the G1 Climax, so I'm all good. Make sure you guys are going out supporting the rest of the podcast network. Of course, Indie Power Rankings tomorrow and Wednesday, which Matt will get to, but Eyes on the Ring, Beyond the 3 Count, Uncle Mike and Tom Show, everybody. Scotty O'Shea's Wrestling with myself. Make sure you guys are supporting everybody. smartmarkvideo.com, highspots.com, support indie wrestling. And that's all I got.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, we have tomorrow the Jake the Snake interview. I'm not too sure what's going on with the Indie Power Rankings Live. We're probably just going to do a short show with the Jake the Snake interview, and then Jared's going to do the Carolina Corner, and we're going to go from there. So stay tuned again to our weekly W podcast. We'll figure that one out. Indie Power Rankings Tag Team Top 5 reveal Wednesday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern right here on the Elite Podcast Network. We also have Thursday, like you guys were talking about. Toughen Up's Diary is going to be on the show, so that's going to be a good thing. So definitely recommend checking that out. Uncle Mike and Tom Show Beyond the 3 Count just uploaded a new episode of Scotty O'Shea's Wrestling with myself, so definitely recommend checking that one out. And what else we got going on here? Eyes on the Ring just had an interesting show we'll go with yesterday, so definitely recommend checking that out. And yeah, everything else here on the Elite Podcast Network.
Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you can follow me on Twitter at H, or you can follow me at WrestlingHeads. That's all of us basically here on WrestlingHeads. WrestlingHeads.com is our website. Check out the news that we post up there. Feature videos that we post every week. Also, Periscope, WrestlingHeads, Periscope too at H Skits. Please don't come on there being an idiot talking dumb shit, because I want to call somebody a fucking virgin for wearing a John Cena t-shirt. Let me be. Also, youtube.com/WrestlingHeads. If you want to listen to the old school shows, you want to go throwback WA shit, go to Wrestling Heads. Our blog talk is talkradio.com/Wrestling Heads Radio. That's the old shit. What else do I have? I know I'm missing something. Fuck. ProWrestlingTees.com/wrestling. Yeah, ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingHeads.
That was going to say about the t-shirts, but go ahead. Yeah.
This fucking guy talking about the t-shirts.
Exactly. I fucking love him. I love him, though.
Fucking guy. Oh, man. You're something else, man. You're something else. Bowl weekend's going to be a good time.
Yeah, Bowl's going to be, babe. You keep running your mouth, I'm going to leave you in the streets of South Central. So.
I'll just stunner you.
Wow.
Hey, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait, man. 1 pound? I could throw you in one arm, so okay.
Listen here, you sorry son bitch.
You guys, little birthday and on Twitter. I have one thing to say.
The best in the world.
And to the Elite Podcast Network, and you subscribe. I just want to say one thing. It is
best for business.
So do that.
Oh my goodness, this fucking guy in the soundbox.
I got more question, everybody, before we end the. Can I?
And also, don't hold on. Just tell listeners, don't miss Thursday's big show.
Area from Tough Enough will be on. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be interesting.
I have one
you
question
know what you
for
gotta do with that? Yes, I left you. Come on.
I have a question for everybody.
Awkward silence.
Is he going to wreck him?
No, I had said, and all you gotta do with that is...
Don't stop believing!
That's right. That's right. Keep believing, people. Keep believing.
Motherfucker, like I said, I have a question before we get off.
What's your question?
No.
Is he going to wreck him?
All right.
Like my answer to that question is no.
Speaking of that, we gotta get Derek back.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
I got one more quick plug before we head out. Smash On Demand just released the recent Rival Schools event. I highly recommend checking that out if you got the Smash On Demand service, $7.49 a month, ondemand.smash-wrestling.com.
Is it? And hashtag WH Radio, hashtag EPN, hashtag We Are Elite. Peace, motherfuckers.
Peace.